Alright, we're back with some Factorio. And I did some work on my factory off camera. So I now have automated refueling at, well, every loading station. Basically, my red circuit, green circuit, I have fuel coming in everywhere. So I was playing around with different ideas on how to do this, and I came up with a great solution. So I only need, with this solution, I only need one train, and this one train will feed everything. It will feed fuel to my copper, my iron over here, my plastic, anywhere where materials are being loaded. I don't do it at the unloading, like right here. I don't need it. Only where materials are being loaded onto trains. So how did I do that with using only one train? Well, let's look at the schedule. Where is the train? This guy. So the train schedule has the train going to the loading station, the fuel loading station, and it loads until full cargo. Nothing unusual there. And then it has all of these other train stops on the schedule for unloading. Now, if the stop is disabled, it'll skip it. It won't go there. If it's enabled, it'll go there and then it'll unload until there's 5 seconds of inactivity and then go to the next one. But how do we dynamically enable and disable these based on if we have fuel or not? So say this train station right here. Right now it's disabled. If I hover over it on the right, you can see it says disabled by control behavior. So I used some red wires and did a little circuitry. I hooked up these chests to the train stop. And then with the red wires connected, you can set to enable or disable the train stop based on certain conditions. And I put the enabled condition to solid fuel is less than 300. So if this train station receives a signal of solid fuel of less than 300, it will enable. And the train will then stop here and unload fuel. Now 300 solid fuel is, one stack is 50. So 300 solid fuel is basically one stack per chest. So if this fuel gets down below 300 total for all of the chests, then this train stop will be enabled by the circuit condition, and the train will stop here, unload the fuel, and then go back. So originally, my idea, I did not know that you could do this with trains. This must have been added sometime after, maybe not after launch of the game a few years ago, but I don't think this was in the game while it was in beta stages. I'm not sure. But I've never messed with train with this conditions here at the train stop. This is all new to me. So my original plan was to just have one train go to each stop and unload just on a schedule, like every hour or something, and then it would just do that forever, and that would work, I think. But it would be kind of a waste of fuel to do that. because it would just keep going forever. Because all of these stops would remain enabled. So this is much better. This disables a stop if it has fuel in it. So, yeah, this works really good. I don't even need these waiting lanes here for other fuel trains. That's all I need, just this one. So, although I might need to transfer fuel to... Yeah, I'll probably use fuel for like rocket fuel or something. So I might need another train for that. I don't know. We'll deal with that later. But yeah, this right now is just... It's great. It's fueling all of my stops. I never have to worry about trains running out of fuel. I like it. So that's what I did off camera. Another thing I did, I got my power situation under control. So let's have a look. Right now it's real low, but even when everything is running, it never gets to above about 50%. Which is great. I added all of these steam engines. Still no nuclear, unfortunately. But this power here, if I zoom out, you can see it's way over here. On the west side, I'm using this crude oil for solid fuel. And I'm using the advanced oil processing because it's more efficient. And I've got all these producing solid fuel. And I also put efficiency modules in them. Just to cut down on power. And so they won't produce so much pollution. How's our pollution looking? Yeah, I'd like to prevent pollution from spreading this far, if I can. We keep getting attacked on this side. So far so good, but I'm gonna need flamethrower turrets or maybe laser turrets. So we've basically doubled our power, which is great. That'll last us for a little while. And so today, I think my plan, I've still got to automate some basic materials. So I got copper being loaded onto trains. I've got iron being loaded onto trains and transported around wherever I need it. I don't have steel, and I need steel. And I think after I do the steel train stop, then I can start working on like automating blue science proper. Because engine units require steel. Sulfur I can just make... I could probably just train in some petroleum and create the sulfur on site. I don't think I want to train sulfur around. Probably easier just to train the petroleum itself around. So I think today we're going to do steel. And how about our science? I've been researching these shooting speeds, shooting damage. Maybe lubricants. Robotics would be nice. But laser turrets would be nice as well. I'm going to do lasers. Okay, and yeah, for the blue science, it's really slow. But I'm just, where's my engines? There we go. I'm just loading these in manually. These chests, and then they're producing blue science. It's slow, but it's allowing me to do some blue science right now before I have it all automated, which is great. It doesn't need to be fast. I just want to get a few science done, researches done. Okay, so steel. Now, I think I think for steel, I'm gonna tap this iron right here. It's very far from my base, but that's okay, because we don't need a whole lot of steel. So it's not going to be going back and forth all the time. It won't be consumed as much as, you know, iron or copper. So I'm going to smelt the iron here and then turn it into steel. We need steel furnaces. We need inserters. We need electric poles. What else do we need? Belts. Yeah, this looks okay. So I'm going to create something like this. I might change it up a bit, but this is the basic setup I want. I'm going to smelt the iron using a typical iron smelting line and then just feed it into a steel smelting line. And the great thing is the iron to steel is a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'll have 24 on each side. Yeah, 24 iron, and then over here will be 24. Yeah, so we'll do that. I'm going to use steel furnaces though. Yeah, we'll copy that. Put it on our hotbar. And we need miners. We'll need more miners than that. 100 miners. Alright, rails for the stop. Okay. Let's head over there. We keep getting attacked over here. I'm a little worried that they're going to evolve soon into long-range spitters. Yeah, they're damaging my turrets a little bit. How much ammo we got? 552. Okay. After I finish my steel, we're going to have to go over there and come up with a good solution. Laser turrets. Let's do laser turrets. They use a lot of power, but they have a range of 24. What do these have? 18? Okay, laser turrets. I think a few laser turrets there will help out a lot. I don't want to put them all over the place because, like I said, they do use a lot of power. And even though I just doubled my power, we're going to be eating up a lot of that with our steel production. Oops. And you can see I've still got my sad little plastics production going here. I still haven't added more refineries, so I'm not generating the petroleum nearly fast enough. Oh, I've also got let me grab that sulfur. I'll bring it back for blue science. I've also got this little thing. I made this just to produce a few batteries, so I can make personal batteries. So I got a personal battery, solar panels. Make a few more of those. That'll really help out next time I have to do combat. Which might not be too far off, because on the east side, we're getting attacked a lot. I might have to push out a little bit on the east side. On the west side, we're going to be fine for a long while. And this This can support, all of this can support, it can be expanded, and I can support a lot more than this. Like, if I need more power, I can just dump tons of more boilers and steam engines. No problem. So, I think we're going to stick with boilers and steam engines for our power. We could do solar, but I don't know. Takes up a lot of space. Although we have, I don't know, we got space. We might do that. Alright, here's our iron. 74 million iron. Okay, how much space is this smelting line going to take? Let's find out. Okay, we've got some iron down there too that we could tap into. Can we make 4 smelting lines? Okay, and they're going to be about twice as long, so they'll go about... They'll extend to about here. I don't want them to cover this iron, so that should be okay. We'll move it back like 3 tiles. All right. Let's plop them down. Oh, first. We'll do something like this. Oop. Trunk is in the way. Yeah. Let's, make some room. All my pollution eating trees. I killed my rail. Alright. And so we're going to feed this iron into... another smelting line. Like that. Oh, I can't put it there. Okay, we're putting it there. Okay, that'll work. And I'll be right back once I've got this all built. Alright, I think we got it all built. So this looks correct. We got the iron coming in here, being fed to these smelters for steel. And up here, we're going to feed solid fuel. And solid fuel over here. Now let's set up the smelters, the miners. Okay, so how many more miners we got? 32. We can fit one more row. I'll put 10. No, the bottom needs more than the top. Okay. This will work. I don't know if this is going to be enough to saturate 2 red belts. But it'll be fine. We can always add more later. Okay, perfect. We'll connect those. Now for fuel. We'll do something like that. We're going to have, so for now we're just going to have 2 columns for steel. But we can always fit a couple more up here if we need to. And the solid fuel will be coming from, I'm going to make a station up here. So let's do that. All right. Let's see. We're going to copy something like this. This is what we want. Don't want those. Okay, we'll put that on our hotbar. So the steel is going to come out here. We're going to put a station up here. That works, I think. That's a good spot for it. All right. Yeah, that looks good. Bunch of rocks in my way. I should try to get bots. They can help me out when I'm doing these crazy big constructions. I need lubricant, right? Yeah, they're probably a little ways off. I need lubricant and electric engines. Well, we can work our way there. Okay, now, wait a minute. So for steel, I'm not going to be transporting that much of it, and it produces very slowly. I'm going to try doing steel with one cargo wagon. Oh, I'm out of belts. I think I'm almost out of inserters too. All right, let's get the rail built. I decided to do this on camera and not pause the episode because it shouldn't take too long. It's not quite as tedious as doing the smelting columns, I should say. It is nearly finished. All right, we'll do the waiting areas. Ah. This will be awesome. Getting the steel up and running. I'm excited to do this because oh right, I don't have any belts. Because I just want to get everything going with using trains. Like, I've got steel already over here. A little bit, and sure, I could rig up a quick, assembly lines for all sorts of things, blue science, whatever. But I just want to get it done with trains. I'm excited to do that. And steel is one of the last things, probably the last basic component that I need to get set up with trains. And also the I'll have to do the oil products as well. Heavy oil, light oil, but those will be easy. Okay, we are out of materials. I'm gonna go back and get some more materials and we will finish this thing. Okay, we got it built. Alright, we got the solid fuel is going to be coming down here. So I guess we'll split it right here. Let's hook all this up to the power grid. Get some iron ore coming through. There's our power spike. And let's get some fuel over here. So now all we have to do, we gotta rename this. Steel. Steel. Solid fuel. Unloading. Let's rename this. We're not going to use it right now, but solid fuel. Steel loading. Okay. Now let's get a train over here with some solid fuel. Oh, before we do that, yeah, we got the conditions. We got all of the chests hooked up. Solid fuel less than 300. Alright, where are you? There you are. Add station. Can I pause you? Alright, I'm going to pause you. Because I don't know if I add the station, is it going to just go there before I can add a weight condition? I don't know. Not that it really mattered, but... Okay, 5 seconds of inactivity. Yeah. Looks good. Automatic. And there it goes. It's a long way to go. But it's not going to be... it's not going to have to stop here very often, so... Should be okay. There it is. And then the solid fuel is loaded over here. Or any inbound trains for steel that are picking up steel. And let's watch this thing work. We have a power issue here. Missing power pole. Okay. And this solid fuel is fuel value 12. Yeah, so 3 times more dense than coal, I believe. And here comes the steel. Get rid of these ugly trees. They're not really in the way, but they are ugly. Let's use stack inserters for this. It's not necessary really, but Might as well. And these are limited, right? Yeah, I don't want these chests to fill up completely. There's no need for that. And there we go. We now have steel. And now all we have to do to make blue science is we've got steel, so we can make engines. And for the sulfur, we'll just we'll have a science station that'll make these four sciences, I think, all four like in the same station. And I'll probably need like 5 ingredients. I'll need coal, bricks, copper, iron, steel, red circuits. I might need green circuits, so maybe like 6 or 7 ingredients. And then we'll just train all of those ingredients in, and then we'll make 3 types of science in one station. I think we can do that next time. It's going to be a big project, but we've got about everything we need. The only thing we need is oil products. Where am I doing oil? I got some unused oil there. This is being used for fuel. Solid fuel. This is being used for solid fuel. But honestly, I could just use this for oil products. It's barely being used as it is right now. Are there any others? There's this. Oh no, this is being used for solid fuel. This is plastic, right. Well, I'm going to have to up my plastic production. And that's going to use more oil wells. Well, I'll figure out which one of these oil wells I want to use for oil products. Petroleum, heavy oil, and light oil. And then I'll get those on a train station so we can train those 3 products out wherever we'll need them. We do need heavy oil to make lubricant in order to make bots, I believe. So, yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. Look at all that pollution. It's beautiful.